Hello everyone, and welcome to Merc Gaming Racer 2000 speaking. Hope everyone's doing great today. So here we are, finally, I'm not sure it was the most anticipated moment for PUBG, but it's finally out on the Xbox. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a simple review on the Xbox S. So, I've played it on the X already, and everything is pretty interesting, the differences between the X and the S. For now, I'm going to go and do the S version, and the gameplay will be with the S. Just to let you guys know, I come from PC, so I played this game quite a bit on the PC version, have scored quite a number of wins. Not at the professional as some other people like, what's the guy's name? Oh, man, I already forgot his name. Nope, can't remember. But these are my stats so far. So, best match, I've had 7 kills. My KD, 2.67. I'm going to say this right off the bat. While you guys see the background, it's not going to look anywhere near like this. Now, there's a huge difference between console and PC, which is going to be the aiming. Most shooters have some sort of aim assist or an auto aim, kind of like Call of Duty, or an aim assist kind of like Destiny, where sometimes it slows down when you put your cursor over the enemy. This game is going to be different. This game has 0 aim assist. That's one thing everyone needs to be aware about. So if you're coming from PC and you want to get it for Xbox, because a lot of people have the Xbox, but don't necessarily have a powerful enough rig on a PC to be able to run it decent enough, well, be aware the aiming is going to be very different. The looting system is very different. The looting is actually now very, very slow. If you were able to clear a house, a small house, a 2-story house on the PC in about, what, maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds, you might actually spend up to a minute just to get everything. So let me go ahead and start up the game right now really quick, just to let you know this is the way it looks. The controls are also very different. So the controls are something you're gonna have to get used to. I'm not gonna go into detail about the controls, but know that they're a little confusing at the start. You start getting used to it, but even then, I can't emphasize enough. The looting system is so different compared to the PC, and it is much slower as a result. So let me give you guys a hint. Well, not a hint, a pro tip. Even though I'm not pro, but it is a good tip. If you're gonna loot in the open area after you killed someone, be very careful about that, especially towards the end where there's a lot of people around you. And look at these graphics. Yum yum. But yeah, be very careful, because one thing I'm doing, and it's working really well to kill a lot of people, is if I hear gunshots and I notice that someone died and the gunshots stop, I will run to that area. And if you're looting, remember, it's slower. I'm probably gonna be able to find you before you can finish looting, and I will kill you. Oop. And the lag. So, a part of that though, the mini map in the very beginning when you're flying on the airplane is filled with lag. The way the map looks on your way down, it's interesting. Let me see. Oop, controls, there we go. So based upon here, let's go to Gatka really quick. Right stick in to be able to mark it. B to eject. Now notice right here, if you played on the PC or you played on the X, you would see the buildings by now. I see nothing. I see where buildings might be, and there they are. I know where the buildings are supposed to be because I've played it before, but if you're new to it, it might throw you off. So just be a little bit wary of this. I don't have the camera to be able to look around as I'm landing anymore. Plus, you can see the frame rate dropping. This is not my PC having an issue. This is actually the way the frame rate is. And look at that. Alright, so I see one guy who landed on the roof. Alright. Yeah, this frame rate that you're seeing right now, this is the X. I mean the S. Sorry. S in Sierra. Alright, I'll pan him to death. Ooh, the revolver, my worst weapon. Okay, so I do apologize in advance, but okay, to reload, you have to hold X. Okay, so one thing is, it seems to be the shotgun is going to be the way to go. Because even if your aim is not perfect, all it requires is one good hit with a shotgun to kill someone. And with the lack of aim assist, a lot of people are relying on shotguns to be able to kill people. Nope, someone just got sniped. Auto shotgun there. Alright, let's get that auto shotgun. I don't want to make this into a loot simulator, so I'm hoping to be able to run into people right now. And I'm hoping to make this video somewhat quick. Okay, so yeah, if I want to scroll through weapons right here, bring out the menu, and there we go. You have to. There we go. You can see how slow this is. It's interesting. Now, don't think I'm bashing the game, though. I'm pointing out the key differences. Oh. Oh, yeah. Pro aiming right there. Now, here's one thing I love about this, though. About the console version. They already introduced the vaulting for you PC players. Alright. There should still be more, but I want to show you guys the looting system. So, if you want to look through all this, you're going to have to do it one at a time. You're going to have to press X. Press A to equip. You're going to have to choose the weapon, as you notice on the right side of the S12K. There you go. You press A again. There you go. Shotgun choke. Same thing. Boom. So, the faster you do this, the faster you can survive PUBG. So let's see, do I have a vest? No, I don't. So let's pick that up. DP12, one of the new weapons. I want to pick this up. I will replace the pump. There's the ammo. Pick up please. Pick up. Press X. You see the pick up and equip. Oh! Oh, have to hold X, that's right. Ah, okay. There we go. So, you notice, as I mentioned earlier, you have to be careful where you're looting, because people will kill you as you're looting, so. And it is much slower. Granted, I was trying to show you guys the key differences, but here we go. We'll set up another one. Let's see if it goes through the school. I want to go there. But you notice the frame rate wasn't so bad once it was just pretty much like 1v1s. And I will say this. I did say a lot of changes in regards to what sounded like negative. Now, I don't want you to think that's all I think about this game. I actually enjoy it a lot. Now, I prefer it on the X, but the thing about the X, since I have an HDR TV, it activates the HDR, so the darker spots are actually darker and the brighter spots are actually brighter. Now, you might think, well, who cares? Well, the problem with that, though, is there's a lot of shadows, especially on the X. A lot of shadows, so if someone's prone, I actually walked up to someone and not noticed him for like about 5 seconds, and I was right on top of them. They were wearing a dark dark camo, and I wasn't able to see him. And then I guess he didn't notice me either. So he killed me in the end. But that's the thing. I like it on the S because it's a lot. The shadows aren't as dark, so it allows me to be able to see people a lot better. But you're not going to be able to adjust the graphics. So you might be able to adjust the brightness on your TV, but in regards to graphics on the game, it is what it is. So for you PC players who like to play it on low settings like I do, you're going to have to adjust. But this game overall, it is really good, especially if you don't have if you never played it before, or you tried playing it on the PC but too much lag, you never were able to enjoy the experience. Xbox is the way to go. It's actually a good way to play this game. I do enjoy it quite a bit. It has its flaws, but remember, early access, there's still a lot of optimizations they can do, and they're probably gonna do. So I would highly recommend getting the game. They've introduced things that the PC does not have right now. The new gun, the DP28. I think the AUG might be in here as well. I'm not 100% sure. DP28, beast of a gun, 7.62 ammo. They also introduced the vaulting, which is, as you saw earlier... wrong way. Trying to go to the skull. As you notice, turning, not so fast either. It has its flaws, but it is really good. The frame rate does suffer in the beginning. You're going to see something very interesting the second I land. The environment is not going to load. And I'm going to be stuck in what seems to be the concrete that did not load properly. Oh, I didn't. Maybe not, since I didn't do the jump properly. But aiming, as I mentioned earlier, it is going to be the greatest challenge for a lot of people. It has no aim assist, so be wary of that. Don't get frustrated with the game. Land in school if you need to, so you can start practicing your aim. And what I mean by that is a lot of people like to go to the school. You're not going to get me. That's worth it. Oh, goodness. And welcome to PUBG. Okay, so that didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I did mess up the jump and was unlucky to get some of the weapons. Now, this game, I'm sure, will be a lot better with friends. I'm doing solos right now. So far, you've seen matches where, yeah, wasn't able to make it out of the beginning. But, I mean, that is PUBG. But, with its flaws, I think the experience that PUBG provides is really, really a really unique experience. FYI, this isn't a sponsored video, far from it. It's just a game that I want a lot of people to enjoy. And one of the things, at least right now, is that it's pure. Everyone is still learning the game, learning to aim. Most games do have the aim assist. This one doesn't. So you don't have to worry about the skill level being too high, just because people are still picking it up. My gun. Oh, one thing for you new players. Hold the trigger, focus fire. Tap the trigger, and you aim down the sights. Okay, so while I'm here, a little bit more about the controls. If you want to heal, you're going to have to pretty much press down to switch between down on the D-pad to switch between the healing items that you have, and then you have to hold down to actually utilize the item. They actually buffed up the bandage. It seems... I wonder if this is an intentional change that's also going to come to the PC. But yeah, the bandage doesn't take that long to heal anymore. Before it was one of those, well, you use it, you wait about a second and a half, wait for 3 ticks, and then you use up the second bandage. Not anymore. You can practically use them back to back to back and heal almost as efficiently as before, when you had to kind of like time it. All right, so I know the skull's over there, but you see none of the area has rendered. But that's okay. One thing I have not been able to show is also the sound effects. They've actually changed up the sound effects. And for the vehicles, it sounds really nice. I like the new vehicle sound effects. Let's see if it happens. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen, or maybe it will. Nope, not this time. Good. There we go. That's what I wanted. Hey, what do you know? Everything else loaded. What? There we go. So yeah, shotguns in the console are very powerful, only because, like I said, all that takes is one. One shot to kill someone. One good shot at least. I think I know where he's at. Not sure if I can kill him with... Oof. And let's put it on the double barrel. Okay, so let's go ahead and just rush in. Hi. Oh! Well, there you go. A little bit of PUBG. Like I said, this is not meant to be gameplay footage. It's just supposed to show the differences between, well, the changes in the S. So as you notice, the graphics, they're not exactly the best. Do not get this game thinking you're going to be playing a game with pretty graphics. The whole idea of this game, remember, is one, $30. So it's not a full price game like a AAA game like Call of Duty, Destiny, things of that nature. It is early access. They might bump up the graphics later, but don't hold out or don't expect the graphics to change. What this game mainly is going to be is an experience of the thrill of being 1v100 or 1v99 technically. Anything can happen. It's a free-for-all. The adrenaline you get as you start getting closer and closer to the top 10 and then to the chicken dinner, that's where the thrill comes in, the experience of this game. So if you were never able to play it on the PC, or you played it on the PC but there was a lot of lag, highly consider getting it for the Xbox. It is going to be, you notice the game right there, the frame rate in some situations did drop, but, and no aim assist, so be wary of that. But still, it is very playable. Now, it seems to be everyone's going to be using shotguns. Prepare to get frustrated with that. But you know what? It's fine. Eventually, you're going to get out of the buildings, and then when you're outside the buildings, that's when the assault rifles come into play. Now, don't think I really got an assault rifle in this. No, I didn't. No assault rifles. Got nothing but shotguns, really. But give it a try. Play with friends. Duels, squads, a whole different experience from solo. Just be aware, you are going to have to deal with a little bit of lag. There are going to be crashes. There's a lot of crashes. First game I played, I crashed. The second I landed, it was just straight to desktop. If that happens with your friends, don't worry about it. Just log back into the game. It'll give you a chance to log back into your previous game. So long as you're not dead. If you died, well, it's going to tell you you're dead. But if you're still alive, you can still log back in and you lose nothing from it other than the frustration of having to load up again. But that is all. I hope you guys saw a little bit of the difference between the PC and the Xbox version. Remember, this is Xbox S. I will probably just upload one gameplay of an Xbox X version, which has better graphics. But I mean, the experience is still the same, minus the lag. It's a little bit more smooth, but it still has the situations where the FPS will drop. But if you never played it, grab it for the Xbox. And if you had it for PC and you want to play with friends like I do, I have it on a PC. I play on max settings. Oh, well, I have the choice to play on Ultra at 144 FPS. I choose not to because easier to see on the lower graphics. But I got this game solely so I can play with my friends who don't have powerful PCs. And I have no regret. I am looking forward to learning to be able to aim with no assist. I'm sure by learning to do this, I'll be able to become a much better player in other FPS shooters on the Xbox as well. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to get more updates on PUBG and other full plays of other games that just recently come out. Take care, everyone, and thank you.